after working with trying to figure out what the noise is when we were going up those hills. Pretty much think we know what it is, and that's going to be the radiator and the fan connecting down here when the engine's torqued over, extremely torqued. As you can see, it's got these gouges in it all the way around, and I'm pretty sure that was the noise and why the headlights were flickering so badly, because it wasn't allowing everything to spin, and the lights are the most power hungry thing. So we're gonna get her all drained, pull the radiator out and clearance it, and oh, there's Lily. She's showing off the Step 22 pangolin, which I love. That thing holds all my tools that I need. And that's pretty much it. We'll see if that does it. We'll put it back in once we clearance it, take it back up a nice road with a good hill climb, and see if that fixed it. We got her all out. So this is the culprit. You can see how much the fan has been digging in. So this is a 3.0 fan that I got from eBay, and it's really not molded well anyway. And then of course you can see where it's hitting here. So what we're gonna do is see if, I think I have the right size of this. It's the thinnest one I could find. So that should be working okay. You can see here where she's just gouged all this here, and then the other spot was right here where she's hitting. So apparently the 3.4 that I'm fortunate enough to be staying at Padrick's of Elevated Overland's house, and he's got a 3.4 at the shop. So he said that's 15 inches wide, where this one is 17. So that should resolve all the issues. That's what I'm really hoping for. As you can see, we thought this fan was going to be shorter, or yeah, shorter, 15-inch fan versus a 17. Didn't turn out that way. So what I've had to do is I've had to make a template and come across on each one and trim it down, and hopefully that's going to be enough to get rid of the issue we were having here. So gotta put it all back together and see if that does it. I need to take this thing out and go find a hill, mountain, whatever, see if I can replicate that issue that I was having with that sound. We think it's nothing more than the radiator shroud that was catching on the frame, so on the frame of the radiator. So we'll see if that's actually what it was or not. If you watched one of my other videos, you know that I built this gas container thing on the outside to hold 2 5-gallon tanks. And although I didn't need gas right now, I thought, what better time than a location that I'm not in an emergency to make sure that everything works good. So I just pulled over and made sure that it all worked according to schedule, and everything worked great. So on to the music. although I was able to get to the top, I couldn't film it. There were several other vehicles and a couple tours in the area that was the steepest that I was going to need to, show you if we got rid of the sound or not. So I did get to the top, hung around up there for a bit, and unfortunately, I was only able to film it on the way back down. But as you know, one of the nice things about having your home on your back is on the way up the trail or down the trail, if you see an epic camp spot that you want to check out, you can. And so that's what I did. Pulled into this spot that I noticed on the way up and turned out to be a great camp spot with some visitors. As I had pulled in, I realized if you look to the side there, you can see there's a vehicle already in there. Unfortunately so, I noticed there was another trail off the side and decided to go up that one. And little did I know that this small water puddle was much deeper and muddier than I thought it was. And you can see that the GoPro almost got drenched. But it ended up being a decent camp spot. But then those other people left less than 30 minutes later, and I was able to snag this spot. And another great hammock spot. As you can see and hear, the river right down below us, or creek. Telling you, Colorado's epic. I did mention that I had visitors, right? Well, this was my first visitor. This one stuck around for 3 hours, just hung around camp, and then went away for about 15 minutes, came back with another one, and so I was able to capture a pretty cool time together. Hope you enjoy the pictures.
Yep, that's me trying to fly my drone for the first time. Was quite nervous, but in an effort to provide some context to the areas that I'm going to be in, I wanted to pick one up so that I could share some images with you. Hopefully I get better at it and don't crash it. Stay tuned.